Welcome to day 208 of our DeSo journey, sponsored by CloutFeed. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother Brian, and we have a special guest today, Chris. You know him as Illumemenati on DeSo, and he's also the creator of several huge NFT projects, including the Rowdy Reptilians, the Dejan Ducks, and the Cryptokitties. So, welcome, Chris.
Thanks. Happy to be here, Ed.
Yeah,
And right
before go ahead, Brian.
before I get started, before we get started, I just want to point out another feature like we always do that CloutFeed offers that other apps and the main nodes don't offer, and that is the ability to pin a post to your profile. So if you have a post you want to pin, you can put it right up there and it's stuck.
Pretty cool feature. Do you use CloutFeed, Chris?
I do use it a little bit. I use it for the notifications for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't get in there a lot, but it's nice for notifications for sure.
All right, so we'll just cover a little bit of the news. There really wasn't too much happening on DeSo yesterday. Natter did make a reply, I think it was to our post about there's a lot of referral program cheating going on, and we found an account that actually referred 13 that had payments from 13 other accounts being sent to them after they got the $100 referral commission and then essentially just cashed out. So we made a post about this because we are concerned. And Natter replied to that. Brian, do you want to touch what he said?
Yeah, so he said that they reached out to Jumio. They've been monitoring it quite a bit. They caught that guy. They saw that guy that you were talking about. They've been monitoring it, and they did recognize a lot of accounts were trying to cheat. They reached out to Jumio and asked, "Hey, what can we do to kind of prevent some of this?" And Jumio recommended blocking referrals from two countries, Turkmenistan and Tajikistan. I hope I pronounced those right. And they did that. Natter did that. The core team did that. And now they say that the referral, I guess, taking advantage of the referral system has slowed significantly. It's not 100%. It's not going to be 100%, but it has helped somewhat.
See, but now you run into another problem where these people from Turkmenistan and Tajikistan, and I think there's several other countries like India and Russia, and there's several countries that are being blocked from the referral program. So if you live in those countries, you really can't refer your friends because they're being blocked on Jumio and can't validate who they are. So, there's going to be issues. I think we're going to slowly work through them. But in the meantime, there are some disappointed people. But I think that's really it for the news. And I think we can get into talking to Illuminati. And you really came to fame on DeSo. I mean, you were creating memes and stuff for a while before NFTs came about. But when NFTs came out, you jumped all over that and created the Rowdy Reptilians. And that was like one of the premier NFT series right when NFTs launched on DeSo.
Yeah, it was super cool. I brought the meme page over from Facebook just whenever I heard about BitClout and everything. I figured I might be able to make a little bit of money off the platform posting memes and stuff. And then the Rowdy Reptilians absolutely took off when NFTs launched. It was crazy.
Yeah, like we saw like Craig and Jake Udell and like all the top people jumped in and bought them, and they were selling for like up to $3,000 a piece.
Let's see here. Number 13 sold for 4,800, wow. And then number 2 actually resold for 5,000. My buddy, I made it custom for him. It's got his neck tattoo on it. And he bought it for $100 and flipped it for 5,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was super
awesome.
Cool. So like before DeSo, you weren't involved in NFTs at all, right? You never minted anything on Ethereum or anything like that, right?
Not at all. No, I've been drawing and painting. I recently got back into painting like a year or two ago and was just kind of doing it for fun, but I'd never done NFTs before.
Did you ever expect that you were going to be this successful when you started?
Okay, so I actually, at the beginning of this year, told everybody that I was going to turn 30, grow a man bun, and get rich. I wasn't actually expecting it to happen, but I was trying to manifest for sure. So
it looks like you might be on your way.
Yeah,
you definitely have the man bun, and you're definitely 30, right?
Yeah, and you're definitely I'm 30 rich. Now, and I don't know what happened, but I was just wishing for it, and here we are. I'm doing this full time now, so I can't complain.
So we actually own one of the Rowdy Reptilians. It's actually the one that's
Yep.
half my face and half Brian's face. That
Yeah.
was really awesome. You actually created that for us and allowed us
Yeah,
to
it was
buy it.
super fun. It really got the creative juices flowing trying to figure out how to make it a half and half one, but it was
Yeah,
fun.
that was a really cool idea. So tell us about the Rowdy Reptilians. I know you have how many are in the first series?
The first series technically have 51 because there's number 0. So I made them just because the meme page always joked about lizard people running the government, like it was always a running joke that I had with the meme page. So whenever NFTs launch, I was like, I'm gonna make a series of lizard people. It's funny, kind of make them like counterculture kind of thing, like the clout or the crypto punks and that kind of stuff. And it was just something I was kind of doing for fun. I never really expected them to take off, but I shot a message to Jake Udell with the number 1 in a picture and was like, "Hey, I'm doing a series on BitCloud. It's one of the first series. Would love for you to take a look." And he did, obviously, and they took off from there.
Yeah, and so you're also working on I think you did some other Rowdy Reptilians too, didn't you? Like some like 8-bit versions or something.
I did some pixelated versions. That was kind of, I called that meme art because I'm not a big fan of pixel art. I know that there's a huge market for it, but I was just kind of doing it for fun. I would draw some rowdies and then pixelate them and then bring them back to full size. So yeah, I did the pixel lizards. And then I actually did a version of the Scream with a reptilian and everything, which I thought was super cool. But yeah, I've actually, and I did the politicians. I've done like
Oh yeah,
Donald
that's right.
Trump, Hillary Clinton. I did the Queen. I've done a few of those as well, and
Yeah, they were cool. And
some of those turned out really
you're
cool.
kind of teasing something that's coming to the Rowdy Reptilians, I noticed. I assume you
Yeah,
haven't announced it yet.
I'm slowly working on a generative series. So
Okay.
I don't have an exact time frame. I'm hoping I'm hoping by 2022, like early 2022, that we'll have a generative series out.
Awesome.
So,
I'm
so, so
looking forward to
did
that.
did you quit your job to do this? Like, were you working at 9 to 5 and then quit and then started doing this?
So I actually, whenever I first released the Rowdies, I was at a point I was about to quit one job and move to another, and then they told me at the other job that I had to be fully vaccinated, and I hadn't been vaxxed yet because I had already had COVID. So I got my vaccination and everything, and in that month that it took to get the second shot, the Rowdies just absolutely took off. So I messaged them, I emailed them, I was like, "Hey, super sorry, but I'm not coming into work. I'm gonna try to do art full time." And so
Well,
yeah, I'm doing it
that's
full
like
time
the first like good COVID story I've heard in the last 2 years.
yeah, exactly. I was real close to actually going in there and everything. Like if they wouldn't have said that, they didn't tell me until like 2 days before I was supposed to start that I was supposed to be fully vaccinated. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna need some time then, obviously. And
You
yeah,
spent
and
it
then
wisely, I guess, huh?
yeah, I guess I did spend it wisely for sure.
So you're also doing the Dejan ducks, which have
Yep.
been super popular, as well as the Cryptokitties. Are those
Yeah.
series still going on?
Yeah, the Dejan ducks are going a little bit slower just because I'm kind of doing those as I'm inspired to make a new one. I really want to give each one a true degenerate personality. The Cryptokitties are still going strong. We're almost to 250 now, and at 250, actually, we're doing like a coin giveaway to owners of the NFT. So I'm gonna give away 2 full coins between 8 people that own CryptoKitty NFTs.
Awesome.
And then at 50% minted, we're doing breeding on those. So I'm super excited about that. And we actually just updated the roadmap where if you own 10 or more CryptoKitties, then you're going to get a custom CryptoKitty. And then if you're one of the top 10 coin holders, you're going to get a custom CryptoKitty at the end of the series. So
Wow,
The,
that's awesome.
yeah,
I'm
these
super
are all
excited.
like really good ideas, like marketing strategies. I'm sure a lot of people are listening and like these are really great ideas. I'm gonna do stuff like that. And that like I really like the whole breeding thing. So if you own like a male and a female of your crypto kitties, you can breed them and then you get a new, more rare one, right?
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I want to see what I come up with each one that's kind of being bred together. Um, gonna do it in a different style than the Cryptokitties are, so it'll definitely be considered a little more rare because there's only gonna be 50 of them. But there's some combinations I really want to see happen. I'm really excited because like Pickle Joe has 2 of them. He's got 2 like very specific Naruto ones that I can't wait to see him breed together. So he's been a pretty big collector of mine. I don't know who Pickle Joe is, but he's been a pretty big collector.
I've recognized him. You should make like 2 of them that breed turn into like a dinosaur or something.
Yeah, well,
or a Rowdy
I've got
Reptilian.
a few, like I've got a Power Ranger one I just put out, and then all the robots I airdrop to Spooky, like Robo Spooky holders. I really want to see a Power Ranger bred with a robot so I can make like a Megazord. I'm super excited for some of them.
Yeah, that should be awesome. I've been in a couple of the clubhouse rooms where you've been doing these drops, and some of those clubhouse rooms have gone crazy, especially the Dejan Ducks one with Michael Joseph and Michael Lee Rowland.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's definitely like Clubhouse is really, I think, moving the DeSo NFT space forward, because I think there's a lot of like competition. There's a lot of like camaraderie. There's like you have these people bidding against each other, but they're so friendly, and it just kind of brings the community together. And I think it's also it's obviously helping you just having people like bid against each other live on a Clubhouse.
Yeah, it's like building a sense of community for the NFT holders. I feel like, especially the Cryptokitties, because there's so many of them right now. So everybody's jumping in, trying to get, you know, the ones that they want, and then they're still trying to get ones that they can breed, and then they're still just being friendly with each other and making, like, even in some of those rooms, they're like wheeling and dealing, trying to trade for the Cryptokitties that they want and give up the ones that someone else may want. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really is. And like we're gonna have a drop coming up this week, and without Clubhouse, I think it would be nothing, you know,
yeah.
And there's people in Clubhouse, there's Cyrus, Michelle, Katie Ann, they always like lead these rooms, and they have great questions, and it's just a really nice positive attitude and atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. Cyrus has been a huge help for a lot of my Clubhouse rooms, and even some of the marketing strategies. He's been super helpful with that too. So
he's like the ultimate salesman. Like he
really is. He knows what he's doing for sure.
So what are your thoughts on DeSo NFTs in general, and where it's going, and where do you think we could be in, like, say, a year or 2 from now?
I'm super excited to see what happens in a year or 2. I'm hoping that like the NFT zone and Polygram finally integrate like a way to purchase straight from the website. I think that'll be something that's going to be massive for NFTs on DeSo. But I'm super excited to see where it's going. There's a lot of really good projects. I've been trying to scoop some lucky apes with no luck. I finally got a DeSomon the other day. Got a couple spookies. So I'm kind of hoarding what I consider the blue chip projects and just kind of holding them for a year or 2 and see what happens.
Yeah. So
are you like what we're doing? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you reinvesting a good portion of what you take into other NFTs? Is that what you're trying to do?
I wouldn't say a good portion. With this being my full-time job, I want to make sure that I'm pretty liquid. So, but I am getting one of everything that I consider like a big project that I think could flip in a year or 2 for a nice sum.
Are you ever tempted to buy any of your own NFTs?
I actually did buy one of my own NFTs the other day. Well, I say the other day, it was a couple weeks ago. Somebody had listed the vote sticker lizard person for the same price they bought it for. And I was like, I love this lizard person. And he was one of my favorites. He was like, you know, the politicians were like the inspiration almost for the whole series. So I did buy that one back. I figured I'll flip it again in a little while. But just to have one of my favorites, I wanted to do that for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know we minted the first ever animated NFT image on DeSo.
It was first ever image NFT.
Yeah, image. Yeah, not animated
NFT.
Yeah.
And I think it ended up getting like $1,700, and a creator fund won it. But we were so close to just saying, hey, we want to just keep it. Because I mean, if DeSo blows up, then it will definitely have some value. But I guess at the same time, if it just keeps reselling, you also collect that 10%. So
yeah,
either way, you kind of benefit if things really blow up, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually minted, I'm pretty sure, the first meme on DeSo, and Ryan Alpha owns it. And now that
Really?
you mentioned that, I've considered getting that back from him, but I'll probably leave it for right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what ones hold value, which ones go up in value, and which ones, start out hot and then end up kind of plateauing or falling off a cliff.
Yeah,
And nobody really knows, it's all kind of a guessing game.
it's all a crapshoot. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's all we have to talk about. Anything else you're doing that you want to talk about?
Not at the moment. Just check out the meme page, having fun with it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So the meme page is that just your regular account,
Yeah,
Illumemenati?
Illuminati is basically just memes now that I've got the pages for the other projects. I'll randomly mint, like the Scream was minted on there. I really want to do a Last Supper with lizard people, so that'll be minted on Illuminati eventually. I'll probably do just some like old school paintings with lizard people from there from now on. But the generative series is gonna all come from the Rowdy Reptilians page, and obviously Cryptokitties and Dejan ducks are on their own pages.
Cool.
Well,
Sounds good.
well, I hope that like in 3 years we come back to this video and it's like we're watching a video of like Beeple, and you're like Beeple, like wow,
You're
look,
the second person that said that, and I would
Illuminati.
cry if that were the case. I'll legitimately cry if that's the case. But let's hope
We'll
so.
have another video of just you crying. How about
Just
that?
me crying. Yeah, it will be too.
But yeah, I think that's it. Again, on Wednesday, we're releasing the Natterheads, at least the first 20 of them in a clubhouse room at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we're looking forward to that. And also these videos are all being minted as NFTs. The first person who bids 0.25 DeSo wins the video. I think that's all we have today. Thanks for coming on our show, Chris. It was a pleasure. And
thanks for having me, guys.
I don't know why it took us
super
so
nice
long
to meet you face to face for the first time.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I mean, we always talked in Clubhouse, but we never actually speak face to face. So this is nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thanks again. And we'll talk to everyone tomorrow on day 209 of our DeSo journey.